Hello everybody, Sparks1701 here, and due to fan demand over how we did things the last time around the Transformer card game came through, we're going to start another series covering the cards from the Rise of the Combiners series. Of course, this time around we'll be doing more videos due to the fact there's going to be more to cover. Now, I don't quite yet have all the Transformers yet from this new wave, so we're still working on it. But we'll kick things off with the recently released Devastator set. Of course, before we go into that, I want to let everybody know, if you've been living under a rock for the past couple of weeks, they have announced that Wave 3 for the game is coming at the end of June. And Wave 3 is going to be based on the Siege toy line. So we will be getting some new cards to look at. We'll be getting Micromasters and Battle Masters this next go-around. And of course, already, 3 character cards have been confirmed. At least 2 of them have been shown on the internet, but at least 3 major characters have been confirmed that are available in the toy line. First one to be confirmed is Shockwave. So Shockwave will return after sitting out the last card wave. I'm a big Shockwave fan, so I was excited to see that. Well, we've got a couple of other characters who have not been in the card game that will be appearing, like Ultra Magnus. Ultra Magnus will be appearing in the card game as well. And while his card has not yet been shown, it has been confirmed that Soundwave will be in the upcoming card game. And more than likely, since Ravage and Laserbeak are available as toys in the Siege toy line, there's a pretty good chance that Ravage and Laserbeak will be appearing in the card game as well. So we got some very new and very interesting stuff to look at. If you'd like to see some of the things that have been revealed for the Transformers card game for Wave 3, I encourage all of you to either visit the Transformer Card Game's official Facebook page or to pay a visit to the YouTube channel Wassy Plays, as Ross, the host of that channel, has shown off quite a few of the cards that will be coming out in the new wave. And that's where I got a fair amount of my information on it. So he has shown off the cards for Shockwave and Ultra Magnus on his channel. So I definitely would encourage all of you to go look there. But enough about Wave 3. We need to focus on Wave 2. So let's take a look at Devastator. Alright. For the Devastator pack, we get a new set of instructions that features Devastator. It's definitely worth picking it up because it does give you some of the new rules for how to deal with a combiner. And of course, on the back side here, they also talk about dealing with the new green icon battle cards that we now have. So definitely one to pick up. Get yourself a nice updated copy of the instructions. Of course, there will be a new starter deck that's due out sometime between the waves here. It's Megatron versus Bumblebee. So keep an eye out for that. It'll also have Starscream and Windblade. The Devastator will play differently than most of the other combiners because Devastator has a tower card. Of course, on the back side of it, it promotes the combiner cards and the other combiner teams that you can get. Aerial bots, the Dinobots, Dreadwing, Predacons, Sentinels, and Stunticons. Of course, out of one box, you get the Constructicons. Devastator, for him, you get to add counters to this Tower card. It starts out in your knocked out area with one counter on it. And your cards and your actions that your Constructicons do will add to this tower. The higher the tower gets, Devastator becomes more powerful. So, we'll show you that by starting off with the 5 exclusive battle cards. Of course, Devastator comes with enough for a full deck, just like Metroplex did. But these 5 are unique only to Devastator, and they affect the Constructicons the most. Card number 1 here is Builder's Tools. It's a utility upgrade. It can only be put on Constructicons. And basically, whenever this upgraded character makes an attack, you get to put a height counter on the tower. So definitely, unfortunately, you can only have 3. You only get 3 of these cards, so only half of the Constructicons can make use of it. Card number 2 is the Constructicon Enigma. There's an Enigma for every one of the combiners that was shown on the back of the tower, except for Dreadwing. He has another ability that allows him to combine, but for any of the others, you will need this card, or a card similar to this, to combine your team together into the giant robot. So, bear that in mind. Of course, on here, if you have Devastator on the battlefield, repair 1 damage from him, then put a height counter on your tower. So that's always a bonus. And if you have 6 Constructicons in bot mode on the battlefield or in your KO area, combine them into Devastator, Towering Warrior. A combiner begins untapped, has all damage from the combined characters, and keeps 1 upgrade in each slot. So that ought to be interesting. So that would definitely mean you get a lot of things. To put on with him, so definitely keep him powered up. And of course, as you can see here, this has one of those green icons we were mentioning earlier. Card number 3 is Heavy Landing. It's an action card. It allows you to do automatically 1 damage to an enemy. But if your tower is 6 or higher, you do 3 damage instead to that enemy. So definitely get that tower built. Card number 4 is Reclaim. It allows you to put an upgrade from your scrap pile on the top of your deck. So that can come in handy if you saw one that you really, really wanted, but ended up using it in a battle, or to try to get your grenade launcher back. And of course, if your tower is at 3 or higher, you get to draw a card. So, double bonus there. And then last one, card number 5, is Work Overtime. You can sing the song if you want, folks. It's an action card that says if you have fewer than 4 cards in hand, you can draw cards equal to the difference. Okay, this one's not entirely specified to be with the Constructicons, so you could probably put this in any deck. And it gets you up to 4 cards, so that can come in handy. Now, of course, we have the Constructicons. Now again, this is going to be for the benefit of those who have not yet picked up any of the cards. For the combiners and the triple changers, yes, there are 2 triple changers in the new wave. Springer and Blitzwing are available in here. You've got, the card is split in half. It's the same size as a regular Transformer card, but it is split in half so that you can display the side that you're playing with. And then, of course, for the combiners, on the back side of them is a puzzle piece for building the combiner. Of course, since Devastator has 6, it'll be 2 rows across by 3 in height. The others that are 5 combiner, that take 5 cards to combine, are usually 3 on top and 2 on the bottom. You'll see that in my video when I get around to reviewing the combiners. But we're going to do a total review here of Devastator. Start off with Bone Crusher. Bone Crusher has both Constructicon and Melee as his special abilities. He has 4 health altogether, and both modes have 3 attack and 1 defense. In his robot mode, Bone Crusher does Pierce 2. And in his Bulldozer mode, when he attacks, you may scrap a card from your hand, and if you do, you can put a height counter on your tower. And of course, Bone Crusher is 4 stars. Next up is Hook. And we don't mean Captain James either. Hook is listed as a Constructicon and a ranged character. Both modes have 7 health, 2 attack, and 0 defense. In robot mode, Hook has Pierce 1. And in Crane mode, when he attacks, you may scrap a card from your hand. If you do, put a height counter on your tower. Card number 3 is Long Haul. He has Constructicon and Melee in both modes. He has 6 health overall. He has 2 attack and 1 defense in both modes. I forgot to mention, Long Haul is 4 points. Hook is also 4 points. Long Haul has Bold 1 when he is a robot. And he has the same ability in Transport as the others had. When he attacks, scrap a card. You can scrap a card from your hand, and doing so allows you to put a height counter on the tower. Let's see, the cards got mixed up here. Card number 4 is Mixmaster. Mixmaster has both Constructicon and Melee. He has 4 health. He has 3 attack and 2 defense in both modes. In robot mode, he has no special abilities. In cement mixer mode, he just has the same team ability. You can when you attack, you can scrap a card from your hand, and doing so allows you to increase the tower. And he also costs 4 stars. Card number 5 is Scavenger. He has Constructicon and Melee as his special abilities. He has 5 hit points overall. He has 3 attack and 1 defense. In robot mode, he has Tough 1. And he has the same team ability as the others had in Steam Shovel mode, and he also costs 4 stars to deploy. Then lastly, we have Scrapper, who has Constructicon and Melee, but also Leader. He has 7 health overall. He has 3 attack and 1 defense in both modes. And he, unlike the others, costs 5 stars. This makes Devastator's team 25 points. So you could basically play a team that's just the Constructicons. In robot mode, Scrapper's ability is when this or one of your Constructicons is KO'd while he's on the battlefield or in your knocked out area, you can put a height counter on your tower. So he keeps building. And then when he's in his payloader mode, at the start of the game, put a tower tracker into your KO area. Put your tower tracker into the KO area with a height counter on it. So basically, is having you go ahead and start by putting this card in the KO area and then put a counter on it to get it started. So there's the Constructicons. And of course, lay them out here, like so. And then we flip them over to the other side. And Constructicons merge for the kill. And now prepare for extermination. There he is, my friends. Devastator. Of course, the card's full name is Devastator Towering Warrior, just in case they do another one further down the road. Earlier, Wasi Plays commented on his channel the thought of the Transformers card game going on for 20 or more years. I think that's a bit of a stretch, but maybe now that we don't have Michael Bay making movies, that may be possible. Devastator's special abilities are Constructicon and Melee. They're right there at the top. Then down here at the bottom, you got his star cost. It is 25. Devastator has 33 health when he's at full strength. He has a 6 attack and 2 defense. And he's got some special abilities down here. When this is combined, repair an amount of damage from him equal to the height of your tower. So that's another thing to encourage you to build that tower. While your tower is at 6 or higher, he has bold 2. And when your tower is 10 or higher, change this character's base attack from 6 to 10. So definitely, Devastator is one to be feared among the combiners. Now, I haven't had a chance to really play with Devastator yet, so I can't really tell you my thoughts on him, but I'm certainly impressed with how he's turned out. I do like the idea behind the combiners for this game. That was something that, let's face it, all of us were going to wonder, how were the combiners going to get done? This was not a way that I expected. I am glad they did come up with something for it. My only real concern is for the cards, since they get folded up. I know eventually the more that's done, the creases will show up more, and that'll ruin the cards. I know some people aren't too picky about that, but there are quite a few out there that are picky about that. I did buy some special sleeves for them off of eBay. If there's any interest in seeing those sleeves, please leave a thought about it in the comments down below, and when I get them, I will show them off to you and show you how they work. And then maybe we can get the guy that's selling them to try to get some more so that more of us can use them for playing with these cards. But at any rate, that's my look at Devastator, Towering Warrior for the Transformers card game, Wave 2. I certainly hope all of you out there enjoyed this video. If you did, I would appreciate a thumbs up here on YouTube. If you're a new subscriber, hit the subscribe button down below and join our ranks. Make sure while you're down there, you ring the notification bell so you'll be told when new videos go live. And also, share your thoughts about Devastator, the Transformer card game, or anything Transformers or GoBots related in the comments down below. This is Sparkster1701 saying I will catch you all later. Bye for now.